Before we dive deep into the massive implications of this Week 16 victory, please go ahead and hit that like button on the video to help us reach more of the Bears family, and make sure to drop your name and city in the comments section below so I can see exactly where this passionate fan base is tuned in from today. I have been covering the National Football League for a long time, and what I witnessed at Soldier Field this past weekend was not just a victory. It was a franchise-altering exorcism of past demons. My sources within the organization have told me for months that the tension regarding the Green Bay rivalry has been palpable in the building, and DJ Moore became the voice of that frustration and ultimate triumph. After securing the walk-off touchdown to win in overtime, Moore did not mince words in his on-field post-game interview, stating quite clearly, "It means a lot, and at the end of the day, it's F the Packers always." That level of raw emotion is something I am told resonated deeply within the locker room, cementing Moore not just as a WR1, but as a spiritual leader for this squad. The Bears pulled off the most unlikely of comebacks against the Packers during this rematch, erasing a 16-6 deficit in the final 5 minutes via a successful onside kick, a play I am told the special teams unit had been repping specifically for this scenario, culminating in that electric 46-yard touchdown pass to Moore in the extra period. This win avenged the Week 14 loss at Lambeau, and more importantly, gives Chicago a commanding 2-game lead in the NFC North with just 2 weeks remaining. From a personnel standpoint, I have been tracking Moore's usage closely. While he did not have a spectacular statistical outing against Green Bay in their first meeting, catching just 1 target for negative yardage, he has stepped up significantly as injuries have absolutely hammered the wide receiver position. With Rome Odunze sidelined in Week 15, Moore caught 4 of his 5 targets for 69 yards and 2 scores against Cleveland. He escalated that production against Green Bay, hauling in 5 catches for a season-high 97 yards despite the absence of Odunze and rookie Luther Burden III. Moore now leads the team in receptions with 48 and receiving yards with 664, and he is tied with Odunze for the most touchdown receptions at 6 heading into Week 17. However, the insider data suggests a fascinating anomaly. When the curtain closes on this season, Moore could quite possibly have his lowest total production in his 3 seasons with the Bears. He would need 50 catches and more than 300 receiving yards over the final 2 games to match his 2024 numbers. The door is technically open for him to finish with his worst statistical production since his rookie year, yet I am told Moore's focus is entirely on the fact that he is amid the first winning season of his NFL career. The immediate concern, however, shifts to availability. The Bears made things work with Moore, Olamide Zaccheaus, and fun-drafted rookie Jahdae Walker against the Packers, but my sources indicate there is real concern about whether this makeshift unit can replicate that success on the road against a 10-4 San Francisco 49ers team. Luther Burden III, the highly touted 2025 second-round pick, is coming off a week where he did not practice once due to an ankle injury. While the team has not publicly expressed panic that this will be a long-term issue, it is incredibly difficult to count on a rookie in Week 17 until he physically returns to the practice field. The situation with Rome Odunze is even more delicate. I have been informed that Odunze is dealing with a stress fracture in his foot, an injury he aggravated during pre-game warm-ups against the Browns. Bears head coach Ben Johnson has stated that all options are on the table. When a coach uses that phrasing, it often implies a strategic calculation is being made between pushing for the number 1 seed or preserving a star player for the postseason. If the Bears secure the division, I would not be surprised if we see Odunze rested until the wildcard round. As long as this does not require a stint on injured reserve, Odunze should have a good chance of returning to the mix for the playoffs, but his status for San Francisco remains highly doubtful. This puts the onus squarely on Ben Johnson to scheme open an offense that is missing 2 of its 3 primary explosive weapons. The reliance on Jahdae Walker and Olamide Zaccheaus was sufficient against a reeling Packers defense, but the 49ers present a different tier of challenge. Johnson will likely need to lean heavily on the run game and utilize more and more creative short yardage situations to protect the ball and control the clock. The resilience of this team is undeniable, but the depth chart is being tested at the absolute worst time of the year. The vibe I get from Hallis Hall is one of cautious optimism. They know they have the division essentially locked up, but they want to enter the postseason with momentum, not limping across the finish line. The strategic decisions made regarding Odunze's foot over the next 10 days will tell us everything we need to know about how this front office views their Super Bowl window. They are balancing immediate gratification against long-term durability. It is a chess match, and DJ Moore is currently the most important piece on the board. With the NFC North title within their grasp and the 49ers looming, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Bears should rest Rome Odunze and Luther Burden III until the playoffs to ensure they are 100% healthy, or do they need to go all out to beat San Francisco and secure the best possible seeding?